everybody, welcome back to Cat Every Day. All right, so this weekend we went out of town. We went to the annual Boysenberry Festival at Knott's Berry Farm. We were planning on that a while. The whole time I was lowering my blood sugar over the last 2.5 months or so. I was planning on this festival. So every time I kind of wanted to go off plan and, I took out all the refined sugars. I just kept telling myself, the festival is coming. You're going to have a good time then. There is a time and a place for everything. And I think, when we're on a health journey and we are, trying to lose weight and we're trying to get healthy, every now and then there's a time for everything, and there's a time for celebration. And that was this time for me. So if you want to share that with me, I'll show you what I have. Everything that they had was boysenberry at the festival, and it was just amazing. Now, in addition to the festival, we have certain places that we like to go, and they're fast foody and, not the way that we normally eat at all, but there's certain places that we like to hit as a family. There is a place, I don't know if you call it Portillo's or Portillo's, but we call it Portillo's. They sell hot dogs, and usually the first day we get there, we have a hot dog from this place, and they're pretty good, either a hot dog or a hamburger. Another place that we hit in addition to the Berry Festival is the Knott's, Mrs. Knott's Chicken Dinner Restaurant, and that is another one that we make room for. And they sell, a chicken dinner basically. It's really good though, and we love it. It's part of the celebration. So I'll show you all of that here. Now, when we're at Knott's and I'm showing you all that stuff, it's not like I got that and ate it all myself. There are 5 of us, and we use a tasting card. So the tasting card, nowadays they scan it, and you can get, I think you get like 6 items on each card. And they've got little booths all over the park, and then you choose something that's boysenberry, and they'll scan it, and so they'll take that off of your balance. And what we do is we split it. We will split everything that we get, which is kind of like it's more than just a taste. It's enough for one person, like for a meal. But what we do is we split it 5 ways and we taste it, and so it's not like I ate all that food. We ate that food, and some of it we just, you like stuff and you don't like stuff. So anyway, I'll show you what that looks like. Working on my 100 miles in 30 days and making progress. So stopped at the Habit for a burger on the way in for lunch, and then dinner was Portillo's chili cheese dog, and that was great. Next morning started at Denny's with a fit slam. I gave away my turkey bacon and most of the fruit, so used the egg whites. The kids are really excited to get in. All right, so my honey and the boys are on Ghost Rider, and I am trying to find something to do. So I'm looking at the jewelry and the things that are for sale. And I'm in the ghost town here because not a lot of people come to the graveyard. But we have a lot of stuff planned today. As far as like all the boysenberry things, I am planning to eat as many as I can. That's not gonna make me sick. So I will show you what we end up choosing, because there's like a whole lot of stuff that you can try. And I have thought about this day the whole 2 months or so that I was trying to lower my blood sugar and didn't have any sugar. So I got my mile in yesterday. I did not get 3 miles in, but I have figured out that I think some days when I am missing like 1 or 2 miles. It doesn't happen very often during the week, but for my running challenge, I'm thinking that I need to do a long run at the end of the week, and that will be used to make up the miles that I didn't make during the week. I think that'll work. Okay, also I wanted to let you know that my friend Marianne works here somewhere, and she has a channel. It's called Marianne Pops In. And I'm going to see if I can get the link to put it down in the comment section to go visit her. I am hoping that I'm going to see her. I don't like to bother her before that, but I've showed her to my kids and I said, this is Miss Marianne, so if you see her, please tell me, because I really want to say hello to her in person. But I'm going to again, put her channel below so you can go say hi to Marianne. She's just awesome. So first off was this chocolate boysenberry brownie, which was absolutely amazing. And later, some goat cheese, crostini, boysenberry, balsamic, and then we had a boysenberry hoagie, and stopped off at some of the shops. The kids love the magic shop there. And then we got, I think it was like a ice cream sandwich, boysenberry, of course, and that's boysenberry butter over a waffle with boysenberry syrup. That was really, really sweet and didn't end up eating a lot of that. And now it's time for Mrs. Knott's chicken dinner. I love this rhubarb soup. It's cherry rhubarb, absolutely amazing. Worth the whole trip right there. And we had some cabbage. Here's Mrs. Knott's chicken dinner. My hubby and I do a split plate on that. All right, so the day is coming to a close, and it's not over yet. We still have a lot to do tonight. And we have a funnel cake to split with each other still. So we ended up getting strawberry for the funnel cake. They were out of boysenberry at that booth. I got a ton of steps in. And then the next morning, one of our stops, as usual, the Portos. It's a bakery. And then I had a taco from Del Taco for lunch on the way home. And not the next morning. I had lunch the next day. I skipped breakfast. 0-point tortilla with cream cheese and ham and some green beans. And then I had some sugar-free Jell-O pudding with a little light Cool Whip afterward. And then later that evening, I had a really simple protein shake with some almond milk. And then for dinner, I had a Cobb salad with avocado, egg, chicken breast, a little blue cheese, and some bacon, and some of this light ranch from Ken's, and that was my dinner. So we are back. I am on plan, and so I went low carb yesterday, which was the first day we were back, and because I just had so many carbs and calories, I feel like more, well, not a ton, but much more than I normally do. Although I stopped eating when I was full or satiated, what I was eating was very dense, and there were a lot of calories. There was refined sugar, which needed a little bit of space. And so I fasted for the morning that we were back, and so now I'm back again. It was so neat to just go and have a good time and go ahead and have fun. But one thing that happened was, I had so much that wasn't in my usual plan, fat and refined sugars and different carbs, refined carbs and things that I'm not really used to having. When we came home that evening, I had a hard time sleeping because I woke up with indigestion. I didn't have indigestion while we were there at all, but when I got home, I think that taco on the way home probably did me in. And then on top of that, we actually did buy a couple sweets from the bakery at Knott's, and we had some of those on the way home. And some of the things that we like to get are the kids like to get a cookie from there. I do like their scones, although I didn't get them this time. They have boysenberry turnovers, and I did have some of that before I went to sleep. And I woke up so sick, and I had heartburn. And I thought, the next morning, that's why I didn't have any breakfast at all. I just thought, you know what, I'm done. I don't think that I could do a whole week of eating out on a vacation. And so, for that reason, I don't know how I would do on a cruise. I think that it would be really hard because of having food that's not my food for that long would probably, pose a little bit of a problem. I don't want to live eating antacid and, for indigestion. I haven't had to take anything like that, Alka-Seltzer or anything for quite some time. And so experiencing it now, I kind of opened my eyes a little bit. I'm really glad to be home, and I'm really glad to be back making better choices and watching what I eat. So I welcome that, and it was a really great time. It was so nice, and we'll probably do it again next year, Lord willing. But it is good. It's out of my system, and I'm really glad I had my day in the sun, and now I'm back to wonderful, wonderful moderation and discipline. So that is, eating clean is not like, it's not a punishment. It is a privilege, you know, to treat my body well like that. And so I'm back. So anyway, I just wanted to share those days with you and let you see culinary wise what we do and all the fun that we have. You know, there's so much more to do there. There's shows, there's rides, there's the shops and everything else. And we have so much fun. And one of the big reasons why we go is the culinary, you know, creations that they have. So anyway, I'll let you go for now, and I will see you in the next video.